Hello, my name is Pauline Green. I'm President of the International Cooperative Alliance, and I bring you the greetings from the international movement to the 62nd General Assembly of the JCCU. You know, I really admire the work that has gone on in Japan, and particularly from the cooperatives associated with JCCU and cooperators all across Japan, indeed, to try and help restore and support those people who were so badly affected by the earthquake, tsunami and the nuclear disaster in Japan. I was there last year and had the opportunity to see for myself the impact on the countryside, which was horrendous, and the impact on people's lives. And I was deeply moved by what I saw when I visited the Miyagi prefecture in particular. And I want to pay tribute to all the work that's been done by people in Japan from the cooperative movement. When I went down to Miyagi, they were telling me about the support that was coming from cooperatives all around the world, and indeed from cooperatives all around Japan. In fact, they were talking about the way the retail consumer movement had been supporting with supplies of food through the very difficult days immediately after the crisis. And I know that you're still rebuilding after that terrible, terrible tragedy. However, I also notice that the consumer cooperative movement, and the JCCU has confirmed this, is actually making steady progress. It is actually growing in recent years. And that's great, because we know the worldwide economy, of which the Japanese economy has also been in the same condition and suffering very much with the financial collapse and the recession. In my own country, the UK, and across most of the Western world, there are major traumas in the economy, as we all know. And we believe, and I'm sure you believe, that the cooperative movement has a great deal to offer ordinary people at this time. Not only for you as you come out of a crisis and a tragedy like last year, but actually to all of us in trying to encourage the growth of the cooperative movement, so that once again we can prove that our economics, cooperative economics, our values and principles have some resonance for people as they try to seek to engage with the economy, protect their families, support their families, and allow their communities to grow in a troubled world. We believe this year is hugely important. I know that your first priority has to be to supporting the troubled areas of your country from last year. But I also know that you want to pay some observance to 2012 being the International Year of Cooperatives, and we thank you for that across the world. And we want to share and support what you're trying to do. This year is not just an International Year of Cooperatives, and in the end of it we will say we had a jolly good time and wash our hands of it. This year is the beginning. This is the beginning of the next decade of cooperative growth. That's the ambition of the board of the International Cooperative Alliance. And around the world, as I've gone around in the last 12 months, there's huge preparation and excitement around the year, and huge celebrations for the year. And what that's doing is bringing to the movement a confidence, an excitement that they haven't had for many decades. What we hope it will do is to demonstrate to cooperators what an important role they're playing around the world. When the 300 largest cooperatives, just the largest 300, many of them Japanese by the way, are together worth $1.6 trillion US. That is as large as the 9th largest economy in the world. And at the same time, the hundreds of thousands of cooperatives around the world are owned by over 1 billion of the world's citizens and employ 100 million. We have a huge role already and a huge impact on the global economy, but there's so much more we can do in the context of a world that needs some new economic thinking, new economic tools to build a new economic world, and a new, better world, as the UN slogan says. So, bring you the congratulations and the warmth and solidarity of the billion cooperators around the world, and I wish you a good conference. I look forward to seeing you again later this year when I come to Japan for an international meeting. Thank you and goodbye.